Here we are, we're already at video number 3, getting you set up with actually doing your first pieces of generating content. This is gonna be super exciting. Hope you follow along. We're gonna hop right onto it right now, and I'll share my screen so you can actually see what is going on. And as always, whenever I go into MVP Affiliate, I always want to go back into the dashboard to make sure that my theme and plugin are up to date, that my Scout extension is up to date as well. We're going to get that in about Scout in just probably in a few videos, but at least you know that this is where you're going to see the most important parts to making sure that you can get started properly, or you can at least work properly, right? Without missing anything. Now, the other thing, before we even go into face models just now, I want to bring your attention to this little support button at the top here. If you click on support, it will actually bring up a really nice, I'm not going to bring it up because this is for my admin side, but it will let you send a ticket, a support ticket. You can ask any question. I will see it directly on my dashboard, and I'll be able to answer as best I can. I've allocated a lot of hours every day to help out users. We're getting more and more users every day, which is super exciting. So I want to make sure that you guys are not only onboarded properly, but are able to understand all of the intricacies and all the details that MVP Affiliate can actually bring to your content. So we talked about face models. Now, this is going to look a little bit different for me than it is for you probably, because for our content, it is my wife Michelle and I together doing this content. So in our case, we have faces, multiple faces. If you are a sole content creator, it's just you creating content that you actually are making yourself as a single person, then it's just going to be one single face. Now, what I recommend is using as many headshots as possible, or as many selfies as possible. So what it is here, you can see Seb and Michelle, and there's a little tick that says that it is ready. Ready means that MVP has enough information to be able to create some really good headshots, completely generated headshots for you. Now, what I just need to do is basically, if I add a face, it's going to say name the face. So you would actually name it whatever your name is, obviously, or whatever the name of that face is, and start uploading pictures. It's a minimum of 4, a maximum of 20. I would recommend you going all the way to 20. And how you would want to do that is basically make sure that those pictures or those selfies are of different size of your face, those front facing, maybe different expressions, things like that, and then send on that to MVP. And then you can generate your headshots. As you can see, I've generated headshots here. This is all AI MVP generated headshots of my wife, Michelle. And these are me right here. And all I can do is literally, all I have to do is click on, let's say I want to get another Michelle headshot right here. Then I can do the look. If I want it to be a magazine bright editorial, great. I'm going to go a happy expression. And then I can even add my own direction to it. So I can say Michelle is wearing a blue sweater or a blue hoodie, and her hair is in a ponytail. Or no, yeah, let's do ponytail, see that what that does. Minimal makeup. There you go, just like that. And then the shape, I'm actually gonna do portraits, just like that. And I'm gonna click on generate. It literally typically takes about 2 minutes to generate, and it will literally spit out a really nice image of your face model, right? So when you are ready, and as you can see right here, I can have a starred little button here. So I could star this one here, or I can unstar it, or I don't know if that's even a word. Meaning that I'm letting MVP know that I'm really happy with this face model, and I want MVP to take acknowledgement of it and use it in its further content generation. So in my case, I'm gonna add the laughing here, and I can even say if it's the wrong expression, I could change the expression, but in this case, it is laughing. This one is happy. Excited, I would probably just say happy. Happy, I would say surprised here, and I would say happy right here. And they're all starred. And then I'm just gonna wait until my portrait is made by MVP. And this is the longest process. This is the one process that is really making an intricate design or generation of your face using all of the selfies that you actually uploaded. And once it's there, once it's saved, it's under your profile, nobody can touch it, you have access to it. You can delete them as you go if you want to delete them, or you can star them like I just did, and I would star this one, for example, and I could say surprised. Yeah, I could probably say surprise here. Yeah. So that's how it is. That's how it would actually work for this generation. And then MVP, the rest of MVP will actually use this content that's been generated with the face models throughout the content, throughout the tool, right? So that's how it works. So we're gonna wait just another few seconds. Okay, there it is. It looks really nice. I like the blue hoodie, the little ponytail on the side like this, and her face is a happy face, smiling face, right? So really nice. I'm gonna use that as a thumbnail kind of recommendation. So that was it. It took a little longer than that, than 3 minutes actually, but depending on how many selfies you've uploaded, I've uploaded 14, maybe 11 references for Michelle. The more, the better, and the faster it will actually process. But once that's done, like I said, you don't have to do anything else with it. So once you've got your face models ready, you don't really need to go back into face model, which is really nice. Now, I want to make sure that you guys have connected YouTube. If you do not see open YouTube Copilot right here, that means it is not connected. And then right at the bottom here, if you're on the Pro version, for example, you're able to connect multiple YouTube accounts if you have different channels. So I could literally connect another channel if I wanted to. For the time being, I've got my default channel right here, and I'm happy with that one. And now we're going to go onto YouTube Copilot, which is where the magic happens. I can definitely say that. So Copilot is going to be grabbing all of your drafts, all of your YouTube drafts. Now, I want to make something clear here, and we're going to go back into the main screen. What I want you guys to understand what Copilot does, Copilot will actually take your videos from YouTube that have not been published yet. MVP can do stuff with your published videos for sure. But the really cool thing here is that if you've got drafts, I have 800 drafts of YouTube videos that have not been published yet that I need to create descriptions for, tag my links, put some tags, all that kind of stuff, right? Grab a proper title, all this stuff. I don't have that yet on most of them. So what MVP Affiliate does is actually, and within YouTube Copilot, is actually take those draft videos and creates all of that information to then send it back to YouTube. So now, if you already have a YouTube channel and you've got your own process, okay, that's fine. But if you want to check out what Copilot can actually bring you, this is what we're actually going to talk about. So let's go back to Copilot. As you can see right here, I've got spice bottles and an ASIN. This is an Amazon ASIN, obviously. We don't have to just work with ASINs, and this little blurb here explains that it's not just for Amazon ASIN or Amazon reviews. It's for a bunch of different products, services, what have you, from different types of platforms, which is nice. So this is my to-do. So right here, this one here, I already did, and it's still a private video, but I already did all of the metadata and all that generation. This is why the actual button is purple. But if I see a button that is orange, like this, that means YouTube does not have any information for this video. So the video is bare, there's nothing, not even a title. Right now it's just literally the title of my file, right? So we're gonna go and let's go ring light. This is nice. So this one right here, I already have my Amazon thumbnail right here, my Amazon storefront thumbnail, but we're just gonna click on generate YouTube metadata. And this is going to generate, it's running a bunch of agents, basically going to the Amazon side, going onto your YouTube side, and figuring things out. And we're gonna see what it actually comes up with. Few seconds, this is what comes out. It gives me this is the actual product that we were talking about, the ring light. It gives me my Genius link automatically. So that's really cool. Look at the title. I've got cheap ring light vs professional ring light, the 6-inch LED one, and I'm embarrassed. That could be your title. Or I've got different alternatives. Look at that. I'm gonna go with, my face looked dull on camera until I tried this LED ring light. Boom. I'm gonna use that title. I just click on it, title appears, good to go. Now, this is step one. As you can see, there's a little one and then there's step two here. So we're still on step one. I always recommend people to double check, just look over, see what you like, see what you'd like to change. Most of the time, I don't change much, but I just wanna make sure that MVP did a good job. So I go down here, I've got my description video. I've got my Genius link. Look at this. That Genius link is the correct Genius link that's going to send the user, your viewer, to the right link that has a Genius Link account. So basically Genius Link cloaks it with all the geotagging that it needs, and then it has your affiliate link embedded in it, which is really nice. So if you don't have Genius Link, definitely something that I recommend. If you don't have Genius Link though, and you don't want to get Genius Link, this right here would be replaced by your affiliate link, your regular one, which is a nice thing. You've got your disclosures, hashtags that are there, little text right here that you can change or to keep, product description. Then I have my 25 tags right there. That is really cool. Number 3, pin comment. If you are interested in a pin comment, if you want to, some people like to have the first comment being a pin comment that they create, you can do that. MVP Affiliate creates that pin comment for you, which is super cool. I'm gonna go and playlist will be reviews. Now, before I even continue, let's go to number 2, AI thumbnail generator. Now, there's a couple of things you can do here. The first one you can do is click that big orange button and it's going to create it for you. And this is what I'm actually going to do. So I'm going to click on that and it's going to generate for me. Now I could upload my own design. That's right here. You upload your own design. You can do that, no problem. Or I could say product only. If I don't want to have my face and I just want MVP to do a really cool thumbnail with my product only, then I can do that as well. Now the one thing that I did not do right away is I did not put in who's in this video. So usually I could say no face, Michelle, Seb, or auto detect. I left it at auto detect. We'll see how MVP handles that. Usually I help MVP and just say, hey, this is Michelle's video, this is Seb's video. In this case, this video is with me. So we'll see if it actually detects me and puts me in the thumbnail. We'll see that in just a few seconds. So it generated a thumbnail. It actually goes onto the YouTube side and watches the video, by the way. So it will be able to set up the proper product, the proper setting, and enhance all of that. So we're gonna see what that does right here. And there it is. Wow, okay. No more dull face. I've got the ring light, that's the absolutely correct product. And there's my face right there pointing at it. So I could change the title if I want to, and it would regenerate the thumbnail. But right now, I'm very happy with this. Fantastic. All I need to do here is put it on reviews. I leave the visibility as save as a draft. It's not going to publish it. You could publish it straight from MVP and that would work. That's not an issue. But the reason why I'm not publishing it is because I am monetized. I want to be able to, I also have shoppable, YouTube video shoppable. So I also want to be able to tag things like that. So I'm just going to save the draft, just like that. And within seconds, it saved the draft. And it's literally telling me that it's shipped, it's done. See, as you can see, shipped, all done. So what I would need to do now is open it in YouTube. Now I've got the wrong YouTube setup, of course. So I'm going to go back here and switch my account and then go back to this account, no problem. Now I open YouTube. That's another thing about different, I just got different accounts, right? Obviously. So I've got my, boom. As you can see, this is the title that MVP Affiliate did. This is the entire description, properly done description, by the way. This is a description. This is the type of description that I've worked on for a long time and I've been using for over a year and it works fantastically well. So boom, that's done. I'm gonna edit the video right here. And you're gonna see right here, great, thumbnail is there, boom. I've got all of the stuff that I need right here. Perfect, perfect. What I want to make sure that you guys know is obviously, I want to make sure that this is on, no AI. I want to make sure that I do not send and notify subscribers because I publish 3 to 5 videos a day. So I don't want to start notifying subscribers and I recommend you don't either. Unless you only publish 2 or 3 videos a week and that's naturally fine. And then what I'm also going to do is make sure that maybe the product is available, right? So we're going to search for the product. And this is much too generic. I'm not going to send people that route. And I'm just going to basically now, I could save it. I could obviously publish it at a later date, schedule it, whatever I want, or make it public right away, which is really cool. So that's how Copilot works. So YouTube Copilot is super fun to use because it makes just interacting with YouTube a lot more fast. It's super smooth and it gives you really good metadata, meaning you are going to start placing a lot more. You're going to start seeing views. You're going to be able to cross-post as well, meaning all of those descriptions here that MVP Affiliate is creating for you are really embedded with your blog, sending it back to your blog, sending the people to the right link to purchase the product, all that kind of stuff. Really nice and intuitive for you guys to use. So I highly recommend you use Copilot. It's not something that is absolutely necessary to do the next step with it, which is the content and blog generator, but at least you have an idea of how YouTube Copilot works in this video. In the next video though, we will be talking about blog post generation, and this is going to be a lot of fun because this is where we start pushing content out to not only your blog, but also to social pushes as well. So that's going to be super fun. And we'll see you in the next one.